Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to join the community debate, then go to nathanoakley.com and check out the Flat Earth Debate forum. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live. Shout out to Minder God for hitting the super chat before the show even began. There's also a PayPal, Patreon and crypto link in the info box below the video. Most importantly, if you'd like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the shape of the Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel, so please share the show. And one last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now, we are joined by Sleeping Warrior, Ranty Flat Earth, the Adam Meakin, Physics Warrior, Paul, Chocolate Sane, 10th Man, Arwin, and is that one more person on the end? No, it isn't. And we're also joined by a whole bunch of people in Discord. So very good to have you all.
Chemotherapy.
What was that about therapy? Just caught the end of that.
It's the new baller treatment, chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy? Oh, that sounds far worse than it should be.
Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy. So it's trying to cure a cancer, but actually it's killing you.
It's
If you unmute Timothy, it's a new Glober.
Unmute Timothy. I muted him because he kept on making background noise after being asked not to.
Also, Elijah.
He's written a script now, so I think he's ready.
Elijah needs unmuting too.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll unmute you. What was his name again? Timothy. Have some discipline with the mute button, Timothy. Immediately background noise. Immediately. Love it. Hello, Timothy. Good to have you. Who's the other person? Elijah?
I don't know them.
Yeah, Elijah's unmuted. Okay. Hello, all.
Hi. Yeah, I use it. Thank you.
No worries. Any signs of Earth curvature?
Any signs of Earth's curvature? Is it okay if I at the aforementioned script that I wrote? Is that alright?
Do you like? Is it an evidence of Earth curvature?
It features, it rebuts claims made by the flat Earth side.
Okay.
Sorry, is it... Yeah. At the beginning of each show, we run these things called housekeepings, and there's specific questions. So, do you have an address to the question, which is any evidence of Earth curvature?
What he's saying is he'll come back to you after housekeeping. Let's get housekeeping out of the way first.
Unless you've got an evidence of Earth curvature.
Parabola.
I'll have to think about that for a second. I'll get back to you.
Does your presentation not contain any evidence of Earth curvature?
I'll look over it real quick.
I can wait.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty important part
actually.
Of a ball.
It does actually.
Excellent.
Okay. Fire away then.
All yours, brother. Go for it.
What?
Oh, me? Alright.
Yeah, we're going to be brought back to the globe right now, guys.
So,
belts.
That's fine.
This is talking.
Put yourself on mute.
I'm planning to do it over water. With a couple of my friends and my family. We're going to try and do the same experiment that Scientism did over water with the 3 panels and the flashlight. But until then, all we have is the experiment featured in the documentary. I'm sure you've probably heard this before. The experiment that he did over land with the flashlight, one closest to him, one in the middle, one farther away.
You got one problem already.
Right.
That's not an experiment.
Yeah, we'll get to that, John.
Well,
Okay,
it's,
sorry.
It's a
And
flawed
the bullshit was
experiment.
in the way.
It's a flawed experiment. I'll give you that. But it does it. While there are hill and terrain issues with that experiment.
No, it's not an experiment. It's
is-
not that it's not. No, hold on one second. It's not that it's a flawed experiment. It never was an experiment to begin with. Thank you.
Just an observation, mate.
Could you elaborate?
Yes. An experiment would establish the cause of an effect with an independent and dependent variable laid out in a hypothesis with an alternative and a null. It is used to provide empirical evidence to either validate or invalidate said hypothesis based on a natural phenomena. So if you are to assert that this is an experiment, the first question would be, what is the natural phenomena being observed?
It would be that the light needs to be lifted higher to be able to see over a large.
You have both cause and effect in your phenomena. The light needs to be lifted higher would be an action that is taking place to cause the effect you're describing that requires science. So you have both cause and effect in this description. Number one. Number two, that's not natural.
What do you consider to be a natural phenomenon?
Don't ask me what I consider. This is your claim. So don't ask me to do your work for you. Just accept that this is not an experiment. It is not providing validity to any assertion you strap on to this nonsense. Not an experiment, not science, not proof of Earth curve.
You need.
Yeah, you seem to do the typical Glober thing, which is interrupt and start talking, perhaps to reassert your nonsense before I've finished undoing it. So yeah, I wasn't finished talking. Wait till a pause before you start repeating your shit. Yeah, so it's not an experiment. Me slowing down isn't a cue for you to interrupt either, just to make that clear in advance. Not an experiment. Does not have a DV, observed phenomenon. It does not have an independent variable. It is not based on a hypothesis with an alternative and a null. It is not science, and any conclusion you put on this nonsense will not be deemed scientifically valid, because it isn't. Okay?
Is that a cue? I'm assuming it's a cue. Okay, so when you said that you don't want to do my work for me, I need your clarification of what you think a natural phenomenon is, because you're the one denying the one that I gave you. If I don't know what you think a natural phenomenon is, then I'm not going to be able to give you anything that you want.
It matters not what I think a natural phenomena is. All that matters is what you present and whether or not that is a natural phenomena. I'm not making any claim. I'm asking you for evidence of Earth curve. So far, not so good.
It was a natural phenomenon. Well, when you're the one that's rebutting whether or not it's a natural phenomenon, I need to know what you think it is. Otherwise, I don't know what you want me to present to you in terms of a natural phenomenon.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You have presented it. It's not a natural phenomena. Who cares whether or not you get an education in natural phenomena from me? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here asking a question. Any signs of Earth curve? You haven't got them. Clear? Yeah, I'm not here to educate you on what a phenomena is. That's your problem. I'm asking you to validate your assertion you have evidence of Earth curve. You don't.
We've got lots of pictures reporting to be from space of Earth being curved.
Dawn, this isn't your opportunity to bail out your compadre. As exampled yesterday, or detailed yesterday, usually at the point that someone's getting absolutely smacked around, someone else will step in with some other nonsense, like you, Dawn. You're one of the wankers on the fringe lines here to bail him out. Bring up a new subject. Yeah. Any evidence of Earth curve, mate? Just say no.
I'll give you that one. You get first blood.
So, any evidence of Earth curve?
That's the exact same subject.
Yeah, I'm asking you to say either yes, because you'll bring it up in 20 minutes thinking we're stupid and forget this nonsense you've asserted, or no, which would be a concession that what you've presented is not evidence of Earth curve. If you say no, we'll stay here, regardless of Dawn's attempt to change the subject.
Okay, I said you get first blood, so point goes to you. Let's go to the next thing you want.
I'm not changing the subject. I'm saying this is the evidence we
Yeah,
have. for
shut up,
Earth curve.
Dawn.
Just reminding
Shut
you.
up, Dawn. Sorry, I get first blood. What are you talking about? I've asked you to provide evidence of something and you haven't done that. That's not first blood. That's just your failure.
Which makes it your first blood.
No, I'm asking to be provided with support for the assertion that we live on a sphere, which is what we're told and educated in our schools. I'm looking for support of that. Not to chop people's heads off, but to support the claim taught in schools. You have failed to support that claim. That's all that's happened here. I don't want to berate you. I don't know you. I don't care. And I don't want to educate you about what a phenomena is either. That's your problem. You've claimed science. Don't use words you don't understand and then ask me to discipline you in those words. Okay? Shout out to Earth is Seriously Flat. Ballers trying to bail out their Globezo compadre. Yeah, indeed. Dawn doesn't like his mate getting held to account when he claims he's got evidence of Earth curve, but hasn't.
I don't know this guy. It just went quiet, so I thought I'd give my evidence for Earth curve.
Well, you weren't being asked. You weren't in the conversation, though, were you? You were just talking about something different. While this guy
But you're
concedes.
not asking just him, are you? You're asking everyone.
This is time to mute you, Dawn, isn't it? What, you're going to bleat when I've told you now 3 times to shut your mouth, that we're not talking to you, that we'll get back to you after this guy concedes he's not got proof of Earth curve, just a fallacious assertion of science, which he absolutely doesn't have, or understand, it would seem, and in fact is asking me to educate him in the words he uses. What a cheek. So, once we've dealt with that little issue, Dawn, we'll come back to you, thank you. So, mate, you going to carry on with your assertion of science, or say I'm trying to get blood out of you for asking you to back your fundy belief?
Okay. So when it comes to the natural phenomenon, I'm giving you an example of a natural phenomenon. You're saying, no, that's not natural. Then you don't clarify what a natural phenomenon is to you. If I don't know what you want, then I can't give you what you want.
Oh well, that's sad. It's your fundy belief, mate. Prove it however the bloody hell you like. Don't worry about what I want. Just go out and get some proof of Earth curve. Don't worry about the standards until you've actually got something to present, which you haven't. Now, I'm not going to educate you in the standards. Go and get your own bloody education in the standards, and when you come back here with the next standard that you think you've educated yourself in, I'll rip that to pieces too. Are we clear?
Okay, well,
I'm not here to educate you in your fundy belief in Earth curve. You think you've got proof of it, you haven't. That's it. End of conversation. So long as you understand that I'm not going to tolerate 20 minutes from now you saying you have. I just want you to say, no, I haven't.
Okay, do you want to go to the Soundly pictures then?
No, I want you to say, the current topic, me presenting bullshit, has been debunked. It is not a proof of Earth curve. Not jump onto the next subject.
No,
Yeah?
the Soundly
Haven't I
picture-
made that clear? When I said, no, I don't want you to declare first blood, like I'm holding a knife, some fucking metaphor. No. Just say, no, this is not evidence of Earth curve, as I first thought. If you don't understand why it's not, we'll go through it again. What part of that isn't clear? We'll hold you here indefinitely till you, the guy with the Alabama tick buried so strongly under your skin, has it dug out. So you fundamentally understand that you are wrong, that you have not presented what you claimed you had.
So go figure out what a
Soundly pictures are
dependent
evidence of
variable.
Earth.
Hold on a second. Go figure out what a dependent variable is, because that's your observed phenomena. And don't bring any pictures in here when we're asking for scientific evidence. Pictures are not scientific evidence. You have to go figure what that is out. So go figure what that is and then come back.
It's not even the standard being laid down. I haven't even said scientific evidence of Earth curve. I've just said evidence of Earth curve.
Please forgive me.
Ugh. Anyway, any evidence of axial rotation? Ranty's on, damn. Of the Earth-based variety?
Axial rotation.
No.
Yes, axial rotation.
Fiber optic gyro detects axial rotation. Not axial rotation, but rotation.
And here we go. The Coriolis stance.
Of what?
There's another kind of gyroscope.
Sorry,
this one's
excuse
actually
me.
mechanical.
You didn't listen to my
I know
question.
what it is.
Of what?
Of axial rotation.
Of what?
What do you mean of what?
Oh, while this dumb fuck figures out what a question means. Shout out to Earth is Seriously Flat. We do not tolerate globetardia. But I can't read what he's saying. This is why I don't read out the super chats typically. Bez Marta, I think that's what he says. And Test D Globe. Axial rotation is the question. Let me summarise for this guy. I ask for axial rotation. Yeah. Of the Earth-based variety, I say. Yeah. You say a gyro provides axial rotation. And I say, of what? Or, yeah, that's the question that you interrupted again. Again, it seems to be a globe affliction. Am I wrong, panel? What's the deal here? I'm summarising the question you didn't understand 3 times. Yeah. Of what? What's the gyro demonstrating axial rotation of?
In this case, a fiber optic gyro, if it's on the ground, would be axial rotation of the Earth.
Oh, that's a big problem. Because if the Earth rotates underneath the gyro, then it would also rotate underneath an aeroplane. I.e., what you're claiming is a Coriolis effect demonstration in the gyro. The fixed frame of the gyro demonstrates an apparent drift because the Earth rotates underneath. Well, if the Earth rotates underneath, we would see that effect in things like helicopters, drones, aeroplanes, because the Earth would rotate underneath. Unfortunately, we don't have an observable Coriolis effect on Earth. We don't have planes taking extremely shortened duration distance travel on account of the fact that the Earth turns underneath. It doesn't. So whatever you're claiming, based on this man-made piece of equipment, and a claimed deviation of the Earth rotating underneath, we don't see that effect in anything other than this device you've claimed. So it definitely doesn't demonstrate the Earth rotating underneath, because we would see that effect in other things in the second reference frame claimed to be demonstrated by the gyro. Do you understand?
Nathan, you just committed a false equivalency fallacy. Actually, a drone, and a helicopter, they go up to the air and they are limited momentum. Meanwhile, a freaking gyroscope is just sitting there. It's not going up to the air and retaining the momentum that is given to it by the Earth's spin. That's a false equivalency.
No. According to you, it's demonstrating the Earth rotating underneath. That's what you stated. I asked you, you gave an answer. The gyro's demonstrating the Earth rotating underneath, according to you. Axial rotation of the Earth? Do you not remember what you clarified? Well, if the Earth rotates underneath the fixed frame of the gyro, then it would also rotate underneath anything else in that claimed second reference frame, including, but not limited to, drones, helicopters, and aeroplanes. If the Earth rotates underneath the gyro, then it rotates underneath anything else in the second reference frame.
It's right, this is a false equivalence.
Here we go, Dawn's there again, bailing out his mate. Last chance, Dawn. You interrupt a conversation that you're not involved in again, and I'll stick you on server mute and deafen, and you can sod off somewhere else.
If the fiber optic gyro is sitting on the Earth, then it's going to move with it whether or not it's rotating or not. So if something's in the air, for example, an airplane, for one, that's a conservation of momentum's first law. It's gonna add on to the momentum that's given to it by the Earth. But a fiber optic gyro, it's just sitting on the ground. So it is a false equivalency. You're giving us a form of aviation that's in the air,
Nathan,
and it's in a
Nathan,
different
is
reference.
this scientific evidence?
Pardon?
Is his proof scientific evidence?
I suppose we could go down that road, but he's accusing me of a false equivalence.
Yeah, well let's end it, because I just want to know if it's scientific evidence.
Is it scientific evidence giving validity to your claim?
That the fiber optic gyro detects Earth rotation?
Your claim. You made it. Why are you asking me about your claim that you made? You need an affirmative answer to confirm that you made that claim? Why are you asking me this question?
Oh my.
I claimed that a fiber optic gyro detects Earth rotation.
Oh, so no need to ask me for an affirmation then?
So is this scientific evidence?
Yeah, when you're done dancing around the question.
It's observable evidence, but no, technically it's not scientific.
It's not scientific
It's
evidence.
observable.
Thanks. Thank you.
So it's not giving a valid cause then. You're just asserting that.
What else could it be, though?
Who cares? Whatever I make up.
I
Hold on.
I
It's
do.
because of unicorns. That's what causes the apparent drift. Unicorn farts. Debunk it. Prove. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know this is hard for you, Globetard. I have just given my claim of what causes the 15-degree apparent drift in an optical gyroscope. It's unicorn farts. Now you disprove that it's unicorn farts. Disprove that fact now. Go.
Okay, well, the fiber optic gyro works on the stagnant effects, which detects motion of any solid thing underneath it, which does not include a unicorn farts. Then you also have to prove that a unicorn exists.
Sorry, you haven't just disproven unicorns, have you? Have you disproven unicorns? Just claiming that they don't exist isn't disproving them now, is it? So here we go on our merry little dance of disproving things that you claim and asking me what else could be the cause. Yeah, we've got a method for adjudicating cause called the scientific method. This is not scientific evidence of anything, just a claim based on a man-made device, a bit like Cavendish. So it's not proving anything, it's not validating anything, it's not establishing cause and effect. Anything
They're
else?
still called scientific. Still
No, hold
scientific
on.
evidence.
Don, shut up. Okay. So I can disprove that it's not it's sorry.
You can't go by his definition of.
It's not.
That's your last chance, Dawn.
farts.
Yeah, you're not going to bail him out. You're a prick. You can't keep your
Because
mouth shut.
Dawn, your own man told you to shut
Yeah,
up.
even his
So-
own man knew what was going on, that he's looking terrible because Dawn's having to bail him out.
Okay, so what I was saying is that the fiber optic gyro works off the stagnant effect, which means that it detects motion, not a unicorn fart or any sort of gas or light. So no, it does not work off a unicorn fart. Also, that inherently claims that unicorns exist, so you have the burden of proof to prove that a unicorn.
You have the burden of proof. This is a cause and effect relationship. It's your claim. Your burden of proof, knucklehead.
Yeah, so
Is
we've
that
already
clear?
established
No,
what you
it's-
claim it does. I established that immediately. You claim it demonstrates the Earth rotating underneath. 2 reference frames. It's claimed to be a demonstration of the Coriolis effect. And if we have a Coriolis effect, Neil deGrasse Tyson's claim that a ball will go into a goal because the Earth rotates underneath, then the Earth rotates underneath, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson, the current heliocentric rhetoric, and you and your ring laser gyro, or optical gyro. Now, in reality, if it rotates underneath a bullet, or a football, or a ring laser gyro, then it also rotates underneath a helicopter, a drone, and an aeroplane. The problem being that it doesn't demonstrate 2 reference frames. We don't observe the Earth rotating underneath drones, helicopters, and aeroplanes because it doesn't rotate underneath. We don't have 2 separate reference frames, as is claimed by heliocentric, pseudoscience worshipping baltards like yourself. Any further questions regarding your pseudoscience claim of Earth
For one, you
rotation?
don't understand how a gyroscopic gyro works. You know why? Because it actually doesn't work on the Coriolis effect. It's a stagnant effect. Just so we're clear.
Sorry.
Also, that I love those.
Sorry,
regulatory
my
terms,
friend,
so-
my friend. How it does what it does is also irrelevant. What you claim it demonstrates is the Earth rotating underneath. Do I give 2 craps how you claim it comes to that conclusion? No,
Because you're just-
because while you get triggered,
just on it.
and I say for the 3rd time, that it's claimed to be demonstrating a Coriolis effect. 2 reference
Stagnant.
frames. Ah, my friend, it seems you're very triggered by this, and you need to obfuscate the point. I know
seems
you
to be your
understand
case.
this differently. You understand that the ring laser and optical gyros demonstrate the Earth turning underneath. It's just for you to hold that fundamentalist religious belief, you'd need the Earth to rotate underneath. And it doesn't. You don't have to like it.
He left.
Just triggered, constantly talking over me while I make the conclusion that he doesn't understand, and then starts telling me how a ring laser gyro works. Like that's going to in any way change the assertion that the Earth turns underneath it. It won't.
Right.
Baffling me with bullshit won't work here. So, we've got through 2 of the housekeeping questions in the space of 25 minutes. Any scientific evidence of gravity?
Nope. No.
Something fleur for something or other flashing, but no words coming out.
Yeah, a lot of background noise, though.
Background noise. Try and keep yourselves on mute unless you actually want to say something. Is that a no? No scientific evidence of gravity?
No. What's gravity?
I have no idea. We never ever get shown the actual phenomena.
It's funny because it's the most well understood concept in our world, yet no one can describe it. Nobody can prove it. Nobody can even agree that there's a force there because we're expressly told by numerous citations that there's no force there. But everybody seems to understand how it works.
Well, you can just think of it as a force.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as roast chicken.
It's probably the best, least understood concept ever. Everybody understands it, but nobody can define it. Nobody can prove it. And when push comes to shove, it's gibberish. I'd love to know where the experiment is that Rumpus gets his citation, weight is a force, density is not a force from. Where does he get that from? I'd like to see that experiment that demonstrates that weight is actually a force. And mass is not.
Riley, it was just easy to convince everybody, man. All they had to do was convince everybody that dropping a pen, there's your gravity. That's it.
I know,
and then equate that same force to, is that why we're going around the sun? Is that why the moon's going around us? Because of the same force that caused my pen to fall to the floor, even though I'm the one who dropped the pen to the floor. But yeah, that's the equivocation right there. It's garbage.
Yeah,
it all comes back to the nature of the floor, doesn't it? What is the floor? How do we determine what it is?
Pete, are you satisfied that Patricia's deleted a channel partly because of you?
Give me that nonsense. Nothing to do with me. Why would someone delete the whole channel anyway?
Because you kept on calling her a tranny when she isn't.
You kept on calling her a ramshackle vagina.
Say that to your friend Antonio Subrats, Nathan. Don't bring me into this now. But why would she delete her whole channel
to do
anyway?
with you. It's absolutely to do with you, Pete.
I want to know things being said about me and my family.
Pete, are you proud that you managed to run somebody off the internet with a ramshackle vagina claim?
Hang on, I come in. How you doing, Pete? So immediately you fire accusations at me, right?
Well, quite
Pete,
literally.
You are responsible.
Let me hear them.
Well, let me just tell you, Pete. So I asked her directly.
Okay.
Why have you removed your channel? And
yeah.
Hello, people in Discord who have nothing to say but decide to randomly open their mic so we can hear traffic noise.
I have something to say if I'm allowed to voice.
It was John.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Nathan. Tell them again.
Well, we asked Patricia why she had removed her channel, and your name came up, Pete. So what more do you want?
So yeah, I want an explanation. Go into further detail. What do you mean my name came up?
Yeah,
she said the ramshackle vagina claim pissed her off.
Yeah.
How clear do you want it?
She was constantly being bullied.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding right now?
Pete, you're just now laughing at it rather than listening to the facts.
Ramshackle vagina thing pissed her off.
No, it was just bullying, Pete. She's not a man, and you just continually bullied her about it. I don't know why, but you did. That's the reason. You bullied somebody off the internet.
Did I bring this issue to the table?
You're now talking over me, Pete.
Did I bring this issue to the table?
Clear you don't even care for the reasons, even though they're directly associated with you. So, yeah, you seem to not even care or let me finish. She told us, specifically, prior to being in Flat Earth, she had a very happy life. Come to Flat Earth and suddenly she's being accused by people like you of being a man, something she's never had in her life up until now, something that's never been an issue, or something that requires proof. Not that she could prove it to any satisfaction of assholes. But there we go. That's what she told us was her reason. She's essentially been bullied off the internet by people like you. That's the reason.
Okay, let me respond. So also her fiance and your friend Antonio Subra swore blind that she's a man, right? So I didn't bring this thing to the table here, and I know there's something else going on here. So I'm putting everything on me. And investigations I have done have been about to find out the truth. I trusted all these characters, but I know there's a different game going on. I still don't know why she would delete her channel because of that.
I've just told you. Sorry,
called.
Pete. I've just told you. You've just ignored it and said, don't be putting this on me. I'm not putting anything on anybody. I asked her the reason, and she made it very clear.
Right.
She made it very clear that the false accusations that had been made, that's it. You made them.
Can I interject something here?
Who made them? Antonio Subras made them if it is false.
Oh, okay.
But why would she delete her whole channel? That's unfair of her, right?
Sorry, Pete. You'd prefer if I say repeated them at nausea as opposed to said them, which you did.
Can go into anything. I'll stand over what I say, man. I'm free to say. I have an inquiring mind here, and if there's deception put before me, whether it's a suspicion or otherwise, I might investigate it, right, and have the right to investigate it.
What?
So to you, it was cool to just harass a lady that's never done anything to you.
Correct.
I never harassed any lady. I did not send any private messages or any sort to Patricia Steer. I haven't even spoken
Every
to Patricia Steer
time you type shit like that into a chat room, every time you get on a fucking hangout and you want to talk about how she's a man, that's attacking her, dude. Are you so fucking dumb that you can't understand that? Are you serious,
Who are
man?
you talking to, man? What's your point of view on all of this?
I'm talking to you.
What's your point of view on all of this?
I ain't stutter.
Patricia Steer was put into place like Mark Sargent. Patricia Steer was put into place, Mrs. Flat Earth, right? Mr. and Mrs.
So
Flat
his
Earth.
response,
and
let
again,
me
you
illustrate.
still have
all over these
no
things.
proof
So
of that,
basically,
evidence of it, nothing. All you have is rhetoric and crap that you talk every time you come on here.
Response to being told that he's bullied someone off the internet is to just literally go into verbal diarrhea, making up more accusations and lies about her. That's his response. He's just started saying she's a CIA agent, basically levelling complete nonsense at her door. So that's his response to it. I've bullied someone off the internet, I'll just make up a load of shit now they've gone. Shout out to Dale West Watson. Pete's a wanker.
Patricia Steers. And I have
for escape dodo.
I have no loyalty to personality in the flat earth community. I have loyalty to truth. That's it. So I'm being blocked from chats here based on my loyalty to truth. I have no loyalty to personality. Okay? I never insulted Patricia Steer. All I did was use her name and look at the community of FE Core, and I found an anomaly. Now, nobody to this day has challenged that anomaly, but I've been ridiculed on platform after platform for my name, Flat Earth Data. So this is nonsense to equivocate that she deleted her channel because of abuse. My name is Flat Earth Data. I trust me, I've had my fair share of abuse, and I still haven't deleted my channel or removed it. So to blame this channel deleting is her own action, and nobody's responsible for it except for herself. To project the blame on somebody questioning, because in this community we've discovered agents, we've discovered plants, we've discovered this stuff. So to deny that this isn't a controlled release at some level is disingenuous to the whole audience.
Okay.
No one's leveling anything.
I'd like you to back that claim, please. You said we've discovered agents.
So I did a video not too long ago with you in the Hangout where Patricia Steers went on, and she starts with her story as she's born this name and her parents gave her this name and da-da-da. At the end of that spiel, Nathan, you said, well, that's not actually your real name. That's your backstory. She goes, yes. She agrees to it. So she goes through the whole hoopla. So when I saw that, I investigated it, and I started investigating more because it didn't make sense to me why she would present herself as Patricia Steers, but then not to be her real name. So when I found that a little odd, I found out that her name equaled 33. Now, I'm not into this occult crap. I'm not into any of this. Like I said, I don't have a loyalty to a personality. I have a loyalty.
I'm sorry to stop
I'm
you
being
there.
blocked.
Sorry,
I'm being
Flat
blocked
Earth
on
Data.
every
Flat Earth
channel.
Data. I'm sorry to interrupt you. My question was quite specific. You claimed you had evidence of agents. I've asked you to back that
So let me
claim.
rephrase that.
I'm not asking you to interrupt me.
I have an anomaly.
You seem to be interrupting me. I'm in the middle of a statement. Excuse me. I'm in the middle of a statement. You have not backed your claim that you have evidence of agents. You've just explained. I'm sorry, I'm still talking, my friend. What you've actually done is summarised a conversation between me and Patricia where I joke that she gives her false name or words to that effect. You, on that suspicion, have then figured out that a number 33 is somehow associated to her name. That's not in any way a demonstration of evidence of figuring out anybody as an agent. That is the demonstration of your utter stupidity.
Sure. So I
have proven that she wears facial prosthetics.
I have a video where
sorry,
I have a video
Pete's
where you
decided
can see
I'm sorry,
where I document it,
Pete
and where
decided he needs to pipe up.
I go and look in FE core, and I go and look, and I find this anomaly. I find that all the FE cores names equal 33, along with Patricia Steers. This is something I found, and nobody can contest it. I'm sorry, and if you don't think that is a little odd,
okay.
You think
sorry,
I'm a dumbass,
sorry, excuse me.
Think I'm a dumbass
sorry,
that's
sorry,
fine,
sorry. Stop. Nobody contests that their names are 33. Who cares? That is evidence of nothing. Nothing. Are you absolutely insane?
Nathan,
so, like I said,
it is evidence of something.
Like I said, there's an anomaly because I've applied this. I've applied this approach to other boards and other members, and it doesn't. Look, when I choose 5 members or 6 members, and 4 of them have their name equal 33 are using that calculator, or 5 of them use that name, and it's an anomaly, like I said. So when I looked at it, it didn't seem normal or natural.
I heard you the first time. Do you think I need to hear it another 3 times?
So
excuse me.
When I saw that,
excuse me. Do you think I need to hear this 3 more times? I'll ask you again. Yeah, I don't contest that. That when you put these people's names into a calculator, it tells you that 33 is the outcome. I don't dispute that. It is absolutely and utterly meaningless, and in no way demonstrates that you have proven agents. What it does demonstrate is that you are quite possibly batshit insane.
I think
sure.
someone.
You're missing the point, Nathan. If I took 5, 6 members off of this,
I heard the first time. I heard you.
Why don't you? Why don't you acknowledge that I found an anomaly?
Shut up.
What you're doing?
Shut up. Shut your stupid mouth.
Yeah, that's enough. It's enough.
Right, this absolute retard has decided that, given that someone has declared quite openly that this kind of shit, the baseless assertions of her being an agent based on him putting her name in a calculator, somehow this complete retard thinks that that's actually justified evidence of shillery. This is the reason she's gone, you complete fucktard. You with your utter buffoonery, your insane accusations based on a numerical calculation of her name. You piece of shit! You complete piece of shit! You are the reason, and you've got the gall to tell us that it's only down to herself that she's removed herself. Yeah, she's chosen to fuck off and never return because of people like you. You scumbag piece of shit!
Could I add something?
This calculator.
I can send you a name of someone who's got Discord who's got some information about that.
Hold on, you got 2 people talking at once. Can you people hear somebody in your headphones while you're talking?
Yes, they can. I can. So they can.
Right. Numerology tops out at 33.
You really need some fix.
It tops out at 33. It doesn't go beyond that. So it means that it's quite likely that half of the channel names in the side chat right now will top out at 33.
I agree
Meaningless.
with you,
Meaningless, just the deranged drivel of an insane man who wants to find a reason to claim that people he has no association with are, CIA agents? You think that somebody in the CIA is going to the effort of picking people out because their number comes to 33 in a geometric calculator or geometry or whatever the fuck it is? You're just batshit insane. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. But you boneheads think it's proof that she's a CIA agent. You fucking idiots. You make me disgusted to associate myself with this topic. How dare you call yourself Flat Earth Data? You go out on a hunch based on a conversation her and I had on air and tell me that you're gathering data. You're just fucking deranged. You and Pete. Pete is the obsessed... Pete's a lunatic. He is quite literally insane. He thinks his deranged babble is proof of something. You don't represent me in any way, shape or form. You nutters. The people who put people's names into calculators and then claim they're shills and deserve to be bullied the shit out of by people like Pete.
I've heard something about the whole Patricia Steer thing, and someone claims they have evidence of it. If you want me to DM you their name, you can ask them about it. That's what I've heard.
What's 33 got to do with it?
Who knows, man? It's deranged.
Just
people.
Nonsense. It's just basically
It's
people in the
numerology
community.
bullshit.
These are people.
Why not 98? Why not?
It doesn't go up to 98. It stops at 33. It's numerology bullshit. It's like if you had a name with probably 6 or 8 letters in it, it's highly likely that they all add up to topping out over 33. It might top out at 50, but do you know what? It doesn't give you a score of 50. It gives you a score of 33. So if you've got 33 or up, or 50 or 70 or 90, it doesn't really matter. It'll still top out at 33. So when they're all saying, oh, this number adds up to 33, well, of course it does. Half the channels, if not more, will have a number of 33. That's what the score will come out as on a numerology thing.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
So it's a man-made construct, right? What's that got to do with flat Earth?
Nothing to do with flat Earth. This is only to do with a flat earther.
So why are we getting so emotional?
Because she's my friend. Because arseholes go around calling my friends trannies. Because probably they want to fuck her and can't, and she'll never look twice at them. So they just decide that they're going to. Excuse me, who are you?
No.
Suddenly not going to interrupt me or talk at all.
No one. I'm no one.
You asked me why I'm so emotional about it. Because she's my friend. And arseholes have misgendered her and bullied her incessantly from the moment she got here. That's why. Yeah? They've claimed through numerology that she's a CIA agent. They've done it right here, right now. Yeah? False accusations.
Just ignore those people.
I'm in the middle of fucking saying something, mate. Yeah, I'm quite emotional about it. My friend, who's part of this community, so-called. You're still talking over me, you asshole. Who are you, you asshole, so I can kick you out?
It's Waz. I muted him. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, prick. These people are pricks. Yeah, what's it got to do with flat Earth? She was a flat earther. Yeah? She had many, many flat Earth interviews that have gone because she wants nothing to do with the community, so-called, anymore. Why? Specifically because assholes have bullied her. That's why. Yeah? I don't really associate with the community anymore. I know the Earth's obviously and observably flat. People are just people. If you want to call yourself a community flat earthers, good. Well, up to you. Keep it to yourself. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah? Now, Patricia, on the other hand, saw that there was a community, and that community just bullied the shit out of her. People like Pete, who come along and laugh and then say, don't put it on my door when I bully the shit out of people. Someone else came up with the idea in the first place, therefore, no foul. Yeah? And then come up with a load of nonsense about being an agent in the next fucking breath. These people are total scum.
Nathan, somebody just said your YouTube stream went down.
What?
Yep. Somebody just said that.
I'm seeing it live now. It's not come down.
Seeing it live. Sorry about that, man. Sorry to interrupt you.
Don't get me excited.
I know. I seen it. It was somebody with some cowbell too that said, so that's why I stopped you. Sorry about that.
It's one of those, I think, when a show's actually popular, YouTube want you to refresh so you get an ad. I think. I'm not 100% on that yet. That's just a suspicion. But anyway. Okay, so yeah, why am I so passionate about it? Because she's my friend. And, you know, Ranty said it in discussion with her yesterday. Why didn't we do more about you being defended against this bullying in the past? Now, we didn't. So she's fucked off. That's it. End of story. Will she return? Most likely not, because she'll just come into the same ridicule. Probably more for returning. So that's the end of that.
Good job, guys. Real good job with that. Yep. I treat you as ballers. There's a lot of flat earthers. I'm just going to treat you as ballers. Your logic, your integrity is that of ballers. So I'm just going to treat you that way. Yeah,
somebody's doing well, so let's poison the well as much as humanly possible. behind the scenes, in public, who cares? Just so long as you're poisoning the well, telling everyone that the person you hate is a scumbag and that you shouldn't be associating with them, rather than just getting on with your own bloody business and leaving everybody else alone. No, can't possibly be done. No, we've got to investigate. We need data. We need data on these people. Well, why? Well, because they're interviewing other flat earthers. Oh, yeah, shit. We better quickly investigate them. Why? Who cares? If you don't like them, just don't watch them. No, I've got to bully them incessantly, indefinitely, for 3 solid years, till they bugger off. Any evidence of a self-perpetuating molten iron core at the centre of a presupposed spherical Earth?
No.
Can we put that question in the calculator and does it come out to 33?
Probably.
Yeah, can you put quantum eraser? Is that 33?
Anybody
got definitely. There's a Q in it. It's quite low down, isn't it?
I think I was told I was suspect because Chocolate Saying came out to some weird number in a calculator myself. So, I mean, it's fucking nonsense, man.
Pete's wanting to come off mute. He's begging me. Pete, I'm not taking you off mute unless Nathan.
Why?
Unless Nathan tells me to take you off mute.
In him having the claim levelled at his door that it's his fault. You know, she blamed him. There's no two ways about this. That's why I was quite overt about it. His defence to that was say, I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Someone else brought up the idea. And then after it was pointed out that it doesn't matter, you've carried on that idea, repeated it over and over again and bullied her with it, he was there saying, well, these people are agents anyway, Mark Sargent was put in place. So just starts bullying someone else and making up shit about them. That was Pete's reaction. Just make up a load of new shit about someone else. So what's next target, Mark Sargent? Let's make up enough shit about him. Right, Pete? Scumbag. Total scumbag. These people that we associate with are scumbags on our own side.
Did she tell you that personally?
Yeah. Ranty even recorded the conversation, not that he asked permission.
Pete, she said that you are responsible. I'm holding back every fiber right here of kicking your ass out of here. So you're not coming off mute. In fact, don't even come back here. All right? I'm not going to ban you just yet. I'll have to get with management. But if it was up to me, I'd ban your ass out of the server.
I'd ban your ass off as well. You're as bad as PMARS, Pete.
The thing is, I think the only reason I'd be kicked off Flat Earth is if the Flat Earth community turned against me, because I can handle the Globers, but I can imagine that it's twice as difficult to handle both the Flat Earthers and the Globers at the same time. You know, but she put up with that for the entire time. You know? What about you, Tony?
Worst part is she never. I'm sorry, Riley. She never attacked anybody. She never promoted any violence. All she did was interview people and talk about flat Earth. So I don't understand this whole notion of attacking her. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's like one of the things she said was specifically about someone else in the chat, Awake Souls, Jason. She basically explained that even if you have people eating at your table, they'll still turn around and knife you in the back. And that was Jason. So Patricia Steele laid out admittedly a vegan meal because she's a vegan, invited anybody to come along, she paid for the meal, and then at the end, Jason turned around and called her a transvestite.
And she got pissed off as well with people that she's donated to when they've had GoFundMes or whatever. And then same people that have happily taken their money off her, then bitch slapped her when they've said stuff in chat that she's like A, B, or C. And it's like, I totally understand. And to answer Ranty's question, my view is that the only reason I would leave Flat Earth is not because gravity became proven or because curvature became proven. It's because the Flat Earthers half of them are batshit crazy. Literally, half of them are terrible. The other half of them are normal. And obviously, the half that are batshit crazy frequent certain particular channels. So people that go into channels purely for the drama and not the content of whether or not the Earth's a ball or not, they're the people I'm talking about. And if you're one of them people, then you're part of that problem. And you're one of the reasons why Patricia leaves, because people like the drama for some reason. They're only here because it's an episode of Coronation Street. They're not really here because it's the Earth's not a ball. They just want the drama.
I like flat Earth girls and yoga.
Any sign of gas pressure next to the vacuum of space?
That begs the question. You've asked it wrong.
Go
then. Any evidence that you can have gas pressure without the necessary antecedent of a container? If you say next to the vacuum of space, you're automatically implying there is a vacuum of space, and the whole point is.
You forget, I'm trying to leave these globe heads in the other server to try and jump on that. I want them to get into a debate about this.
Well saved. No, I want to beg the question. Yeah. It's a hard thing to drop.
I guess that's no then. I guess nobody in the other server has anything to supply us with any kind of proof.
Is that the end of housekeeping?
No, not quite. It's only 50 minutes of housekeeping. That's nothing wrong with the drawn-out housekeeping with a sorrowful memorial or whatever to Patricia Steer and Flat Earth and other hot potatoes sandwiched in between. What's new about that, eh?
Is there any chance that she changes her mind?
She's already done it. She's already deleted a channel and gone, no, this is my version of walking away. She's still a flat earther. She made that very clear. But basically, staying means bullying. So she's like, well, I won't stay then. So I'll go. So that's her version of going.
I didn't know that she already deleted her channel. That's okay.
3 years worth of work. Kaboom, gone.
I mean, on one hand, the guy in the chat who was saying, well, she's done that of her own volition. Yeah, she has. I mean, in one way, I could say, well, that's annoying. I would have probably tried to talk her out of it and turn her back and leave the channel on. Well, she just doesn't want to deal with any more comments, so she's got rid of Facebook as well. Again, with several thousand people on it. So she's got rid of her Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. You know, she's serious. She just doesn't want to deal with the bullying in Flat Earth. And it's not from globeheads. It's from Flat Earthers. She made it very clear that it's the people on her own side that she's leaving as a consequence of. She made that absolutely clear.
Yeah, she even said...
That's a damn shame.
She even said that the globe earthers are the ones talking to her nicely in the chats.
Yeah. She said that the Globers come in and they all, basically all of them, apart from the odd idiot like Mark Taylor, for example, they all speak to her with decorum. They speak and say, we don't really think that you're a bloke.
Interesting.
And they're the opposition.
Interesting.
But you've got dickheads like Pete Shea that go around preaching his nonsense, which is the reason why Pete Shea doesn't come in this chat, because he knows that if this topic comes up, Nathan and I will attack him because there is absolutely no justification. And even if there was, it wouldn't make any difference. Because look at Brenda. Brenda doesn't seem to get any shit for being whatever it is that she is. Everybody accepts it. But why is it not accepted that whether it was the case or not, why is it a deal? Why is it a thing? And the answer is because people either want to be her or they want to fuck her. And that's all it is with Pete Shea.
I'm going to change the subject back onto the shape of the Earth. So Jason McCormack says, Nathan Oakley, in capitals, pressurized system next to a vacuum is concave spherical Earth. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on concave Earth, actually, as I am yet to have a concaver on actually fight their battle on Flat Earth debate. Would be very conciliatory to hear your views on concave Earth. If you ever want to join, feel free, Jason.
Yeah, I would love to hear about the reverse curve. That would be awesome.
Shout out to J-Mac.
Yeah, so Jason Mason, it doesn't matter if you're an asshole. It doesn't matter if you're a flat earther. If you're not, you're still an asshole. In other words, it doesn't matter if you figure out the Earth's flat. If you're an asshole, you're still an asshole. Completely agree. Next comment. No, I was talking about you specifically, Nathan. Concave
Anyway,
destroys flat Earth.
is that
Okay.
housekeeping done?
Say again?
It's
Got one last
housekeeping.
question. I was going to leave it just before I round out, just for comic effect.
Any sound of R? Did we do R yet?
R.
We didn't. So, yeah, I will say, if you're watching this on Nathan Oakley 1980 premiering stream, then stay tuned as there will be an after show to follow. But we will be shortly ending the live show, not immediately. But, yeah, any evidence of R, the presupposition of Earth radius being a spherical value?
R. No.
Nope.
All right, I got a request from Brenda to defend herself. I don't know from what, but your call.
Gonna get the last words, Brenda. Go ahead.
Semantics.
So if you're gonna talk shit about me, do it to my face, you fucking cowards.
We haven't been talking shit about you. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, talk about low life pieces of shit. Talk about somebody. At least have the decency to badmouth them to their face.
I'll do it to your face now. What is it you
Arwen?
feel we've done wrong, Brenda?
Kind of like you did.
Oh, well, kind of like, yeah. Tell me about your penis. Tell me about everything about
What are you babbling about?
What are you talking about?
To the
What are you
left,
babbling
or the right?
about? Nobody's
Tell
leveled
me
anything
about your
at you, Brenda.
penis. Tell me about your cock, Nathan.
Okay, that'll be
The
about
banjo
it.
string, Brenda.
Wow.
Brenda,
Yeah,
answer the
so you
question.
Ask
talk
him about the
about-
banjo string.
Hold on.
No.
Can the rumpusing stop just before the live show rounds out? I just want to find out what the hell she's on about.
I put her on mute. Do you
She
still
wants
want
to know about
listen
your
this?
banjo
Yes, can
string.
everybody stop rumpusing Brenda? I want to hear her accusation, please.
Okay. Go ahead.
The accusation is you talk shit about me, about my sexuality.
Who did?
To my back. Do it to my face, coward.
Who did?
And then
Brenda.
let's talk about how you hit your children.
Yeah, Brenda,
Who
you're
are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
I was listening to you just a couple minutes ago talking shit about me.
What? Okay. That's interesting. Hold on.
Hold on a second. Let Nathan speak.
You might not think it is because you think it's just okay to talk that way about trans people, but it's not okay.
Okay, Brenda.
Brenda, who are you talking to?
Hold on a
talking
second,
to you.
Anthony.
Brenda,
Shut the fuck up.
we weren't talking about you.
Yes, you were.
No, we weren't.
I think it's when someone said.
Oh my God. Okay. Spurs.
Whatever she
You're
is,
on mute.
I think that's what.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody else speak.
Yes.
Somebody else speak besides Nathan and Brenda. Please make my day.
Nobody was talking about you, Brenda.
Yes, you were.
Brenda, the only person that spoke about you was me. Would you like me to tell you
Yes.
what I said? And you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't remember you bringing up Brenda, but go ahead, Anthony. Fair enough.
I wanted to answer my
He
question.
was. You guys were talking about me for quite a while.
Brenda, listen to me. Answer my question.
Go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead, Anthony.
I was the only one that mentioned your name. Would you like me
Yes.
to recite back what I said?
Yes.
Right. I was criticizing Pete for making a deal about Patricia, whether she was A, B, or C. And I used you as a comparison and said, Brenda doesn't seem to get any shit for whatever Brenda is. I don't know what you are,
Yes.
Brenda. You self-profess to be a 60-plus-year-old post-operative
That's the
transsexual.
part that's offensive, you stupid shit.
Hold
No,
on.
it's
I
not
want to understand.
offensive.
Hold on, Anthony. I want to understand what specifically, Brenda. Explain it to me. I'm dumb. I don't understand.
Yes, I know you're dumb. Yes, referring to people as things, referring to people as, I don't know what that person is, that's offensive, you ignorant piece of shit.
That's not the point, Brenda. The
Hold
point
on.
I'm
No,
making
hold
is
on,
It is
Anthony.
the
Hold
point.
on. It is Brenda's point, and I wanted to make it.
whatever
Anthony,
you
that means
consider
shut
yourself
up.
to be, Brenda.
That means
whether
Brenda
that's
gets Anthony. That means Brenda gets to make her point.
She's made it.
my
I'm
point
responding to it.
Oh my
Is
God.
that referring
What
to me?
specifically, Brenda? What specifically did Anthony say that offended you?
Thank
Please.
you. Thank you.
Yes, referring to, I don't know what that person is. Referring
No,
to
that's not what I said.
Patricia Steele,
Anthony,
you
just
don't know
let
anything
her.
about her. Talking about how other people presumably want to fuck me. This is all offensive.
What the world? That wasn't what he said.
That's not.
Yes, it was.
Okay, no, just everybody calm down. Brenda, we weren't
Riley,
talking.
is that what?
We weren't talking about you, Brenda. We were specifically.
Yes, you were.
Just you won't let me explain. Brenda, we were talking specifically about Patricia Steer and the false accusations of her being transgender. Now, we specifically...
Yes, and then in reference to
Brenda,
me,
I haven't finished speaking.
She's on mute. Go ahead.
Just won't
finish.
do it.
Just go ahead, finish.
So, we were specifically referencing false accusations and misgendering of Patricia Steer in regards to people who just want to fuck her, wanting to fuck her over because they can't. That's it. Nothing to do with you. Where Anthony drew a comparison saying Brenda doesn't have a load of grief given her way for actually being, and I understand your objection to him saying whatever she is, and I understand you taking offence to that. So
no, I didn't say that. Whatever she considers herself to be, I said. I wasn't being rude. I was making the comparison that whatever Brenda considers her to be, and as far as I know, she's a 60-year-old post-operative transsexual or whatever that. I don't care. It was superseded by, and it doesn't make any difference either because it doesn't affect the shape of the earth. So let's put it into context, Brenda. You can be offended. It's not illegal to be offended. I wasn't being rude. I was simply comparing if Patricia was A, B, or C, it doesn't make any difference, which is the reason why I never, ever, ever challenge you or attack you or demean you for whatever you claim to be. Do you understand?
Yeah, for whatever I claim to be is the part that I take exception to. You know full well.
I don't care what you claim to be, Brenda. I treat you as an equal.
I just want to understand that. That's the bit I want to understand. Anthony, that's the bit.
I'm done with this.
No, you're going to play victim.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, then just piss off then if you're going to play victim. I couldn't give a shit. I was trying to find out what you meant, but now I don't really care because you're just going to play martyrdom. So with that, I'll say a huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of you who've joined us in the Nathan Oakley live stream. If you're watching this on Nathan Oakley 1980, then stay tuned as there will be an after show to follow. A massive thank you to all of you who smashed the super chat, liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and all that good stuff. Be sure to check out nathanoakley.com and the Flat Earth Debate Forum to keep up to date with the community debate. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!